Hello, my name is Andre White. I'm the founder of Landscaping and Beyond. My entire foundation is based off of customer eccentricity. My entire mission is to increase the property value in underserved areas through education, renovations, and inclusion. I not only use landscaping and construction to increase property values, but I also educate the customer about their property value using my background in education through classes I'm currently taking at Georgia State. I am also a practicing affiliate with the Appraisal Institute. Many people can tell you about the value of their car, but they have no idea about the value of their home and how much curb appeal actually plays into that value, along with their neighborhoods, along with their businesses. Lastly, I practice inclusion by working with all populations, not just the minority. I also speak Spanish. When marketing, we tend to look out for the eyesore in the neighborhood, and then we use that home as a model home before interacting with the rest of the neighborhood. You can find me on LinkedIn, Andre, Andre, last name White like the color. What I'm looking for right now is equity partners who align with my mission. So we began with the curb appeal of the home, producing some up to par landscaping, kind of, working with the homeowner within their budget over a period of time. In due time, what we do is we book that 15-minute consultation. In that consultation, we speak with the homeowner about their necessities and our desires that they have for the home, making sure to get permission to follow up on everything that we've spoken about. The key takeaway here is to just listen and take notes. You want to make sure that you find out if the homeowner ever plans on moving, and if they do, what's that time frame looking like, and what's their reasoning behind moving. And so following this appointment, we ask the homeowner if they are interested in moving forward. This would begin with the appraisal. Next, we will educate the homeowner about the property value of their home. And so we'll make sure to give them some things that they could consider to increase that property value. Once we do that, we'll create a renovation list that is prioritized based off of their necessities, desires, and budget. And so now we're at the fun part, which is actually doing the work. Primarily before we start, we do want to get some designs going. And so we'll let the customer actually visualize what that will look like prior to going ahead and doing the work. That way they can make any necessary changes before we begin, which kind of reduces the volume of change orders. And so once the homeowner checks off, the architect checks off, then we're good to go. So I started doing landscaping in high school. Me and my friend, we were, riding around with my '94 Honda with a lawnmower sticking out the back. And so that's when I got introduced to direct park marketing, put myself out there using signs to get customers and what so forth. During this time, I also got introduced to construction. My grandfather-in-law, he owned an apartment building, and so me and my father-in-law were actually the on-call designated crew members. And so you can imagine the stuff we saw. Following this, I was the first generation college student. I always had this idea in my head that everybody went to college, got an office job, and then they used the money that they made at that job to kind of put it into side businesses and kind of venture out. So that was my plan. By the time I got to graduate school, we were still doing landscaping, and so I was winning big jobs. And so I actually met a general contractor who kind of just changed my mindset with everything. And so after that, I left graduate school, started a business, and I've never looked back. So ultimately, I want to change the perspective of blue collar workers and bring back professionalism and customer service into the industry. You hear a lot of, different things about landscapers and construction workers, whether it's not showing up or not showing up on time, or doing subpar work and not sticking by their word, leaving the customer hanging. And so I want to change this whole perspective and view on blue collar workers and show that we can be professional, we can put the customer first, and we can go above and beyond expectations. And so I also want to increase the property value in areas that are similar to where I grew up at. And so a lot of people didn't own homes when I was very young. in the areas that I grew up. And so, lucky for me, I did get some exposure to, owning an apartment complex and seeing the other side of things. And so, that kind of, helped me jump into construction and, get some hands-on work and see some things and just put in some hours. And so, I strive to educate and motivate the next generation so that they can see, that they can actually follow their passions. It's more than just, going to be a lawyer, a doctor, or getting an office job. It's so much things out here, but you just have to have a goal and you have to have a plan to attack that goal, and you can still be successful doing anything that you're passionate about. Thank you.